Stalkers, I'm back with you after the screening of Henry Hathaway's Niagara from 1953. I've always said it was a slight movie, but it's a very entertaining movie, and it's definitely worth catching because due to its beautiful 50s Technicolor photography. If this was a 35mm print of the movie that they screened, kudos, because that looked as bright and beautiful as when it was released back in 1953. The colors jumped off the screen. I mean, it was pristine. I swear it was a DCP, but it's listed as a 35mm print, so wow. That was a treat. The film's best remembered today as one of the early vehicles that featured Marilyn Monroe in a more prominent part. This was right on the cusp. If I'm not mistaken, Gentlemen Prefer Blondes came out in the same year, and that was the movie that thrust her way into the spotlight, and this followed and cemented her stardom. So it's mostly looked at from the Marilyn Monroe, as Jackie Gleason would say, a fan club point of view. But it's a tight, fun little thriller. It's definitely like a light nod to Hitchcock. I wouldn't say it's up there with any of Hitch's best work. And it's got a lot of his motifs in there. It's got the split screen action, not split screen, multiple dual action with deep focus photography. It's got the icy or the cool blonde, I think is the preferred nomenclature. The wrong man suspected of murder, or the wrong swapped identities, more like it. It's a little more sex pot than Hitchcock would have done in that era anyway. You got a little racier, once he did Psycho, when he had Janet Leigh in the brassiere in the shower. But prior to that, he was always a little more restrained about how he would feature women. He definitely played up the sex appeal, but he never got like, smutty's a bad way to put it, but there's definitely a little more skin and sweat in this movie than I think Hitchcock would have done. Hey, listen, you had Marilyn Monroe. What fool wouldn't feature that? Joseph Cotton's solid in this movie. It's again, I would call it unremarkable, but very entertaining, and very, very much. If you have a chance to see it on the big screen, that's the way to see it. It does have a gangbusters finale, which I won't ruin for you if you haven't seen the film. Those of you who followed me, and now that you're watching me on the YouTube channel, NYFF54, you know that I don't like to give away plots or endings, especially. I don't like to play spoiler, so I won't give too much away. Except it's a melodramatic suspense thriller. It's entertaining, but I wouldn't say it's something you got to go out of your way for, unless you're, again, if you're just a psychotic fan of Marilyn Monroe, and they're out there. I've seen them. And you haven't seen this is definitely one you're going to want to check off your bucket list. She's really good. This is right around the time that she was really solidifying the entire persona of Marilyn, or what she would become known as. So yeah, that's that. So this ends day 5 for me and day 8 overall. I got the numbers cockeyed before. There's a lot more to come. I'm going to be back here tomorrow for the noon screening. Noon. You're killing me. Screening of One-Eyed Jacks, the only directorial feature from actor Marlon Brando. And I've always thought it was a solid movie that really needed rediscovering. It's been getting a critical reappraisal over the last decade or two. And this one is partially financed by the Film Foundation. It's a new 4K DCP resto of a film that's deserved some love, and now it's finally getting it. So I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. I'm looking forward to the rest of the week. I have to check my schedule. Well, you should check your schedule too. You should go to www.niteratestock.net and check the interactive calendar for individual screenings and series and the venues they're playing at. You can check the entire month. Go to the Lincoln Center website and check out what's to remain. We got a full week of this to go of the New York Film Festival. It comes once a year. Check the schedule. There are tickets available to a lot of great screenings that are coming up, and not even the retrospective stuff that I normally cover, but the first run stuff that's coming out, in the next couple of weeks or months, to qualify for Oscars. So, and it's just, there's nothing like being up here. It's incredible. I mean, I'm constantly knocking the Upper West Side as baby stroller hell, and it is. Don't you try to deny it, Upper West Side. But it's magic being up here. It's really magic being up here at the Film Society, at the Walter Reed Theater and the Helena Bonham Monroe Film Center, which is right across the street. And it's just great. It's just a ton of film fans who are all gathered together to talk film and drink a lot of coffee and watch one of their favorite art forms in the venue intended. So, if you haven't bought tickets yet, do. Come up here and attend. You know, hunt me down. I'll gab. We'll talk film. So anyway, I'm signing off now. This is Joe Walsh from nitratesstock.net. Follow me now on this YouTube TV channel, nitrates.tv. And spread the word about it, please. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. You know them all. Just follow me, and spread the word about me. Because I'm a nut, as you can see from this. I'm a very entertaining person. Anyway, I'm signing off for now.